Grandma Michele, and I'm down here in Fort Lauderdale at the park. What park is this called?
By the library.
By the library?
Stranahan Park.
Stranahan? Stranahan Park. And I met this lovely woman. Tell your name.
Miss Davidson, Missionary Davidson.
And say what you did.
Well, on Thanksgiving and right throughout the year, I always come to the park. I get the people at the terminal and I get the people at the park. I give them soup and porridge. I feed them Jamaican food, pastries, bread, you know. And that's what I've been doing since last year.
And you get the money for this for the food from where? From donations?
Okay. Oh, I get most of the money is my money, and on Christmas Sunday I will go to churches and I would ask and tell people I feed the homeless, and they would contribute to me. Well, God sent one white man last week by the name of Tom, and he contributed to me by feeding the homeless.
Now this is wonderful. This is really giving of today on Christmas Day. And this is what Christmas is about, and about giving to thy neighbor and actually being here and actually doing it. A lot of the money that is donated into a lot of the charities do not get to the needy people, do not get down here to the streets to the homeless to feed them, do not help them with their jobs. Like this gentleman said to me who is looking for a job. What's your name, sir?
Michael Bailey.
Michael Bailey. And Michael, what is your profession?
Well, I'm a cabinet maker by trade. I'm an electrician. I'm a plumber. I'm a tile setter. I make custom-made kitchens and bathrooms.
And when I asked you about going to the Salvation Army to see if they can help you get a job, what did you say to me?
Salvation Army really don't help people. If a person called into the Sally and said that they was homeless or they was in dire need of shelter or clothes or food, they will recommend them somewhere else. And the people that donate these things from their own personal pockets or from their businesses, they do this because they can get a write-up, but they also does it because they think that these organizations, the United Way, the Salvation Army, the HAC, the Co-op, is really helping people. But if it's so, you cannot even go online and they can explain to you when they actually got someone a job. So people in general really need to understand that they need to just get on the phone and say that they're homeless, say that they need a clothing voucher or they need a bed for the night, and they'll start to understanding the function of some of these very organizations they give money to. Is in it for the money. It's not in it for the help people. And you can look around you. Here is about 150 people here. Over in Devil Park, over in 6th Front behind the Black African American Library, it's another 200. If you go on the other side of 95 and going south on 6th Front, you'll find it's another 400 people there, and that don't have nothing to do with people all over the malls, standing on the ramps of freeways panhandling. Somebody needs to look and see that, to actually see it's a multitude of people that's not getting help that they really need. And then, we talk about the homeless. The homeless situation, it could be anybody. People up in New York didn't realize they was going to be homeless. 40, 50, 200, $300,000 homes, that was devastated. That just adds to the misery of another soup kitchen, another shelter. The people never look at it. Even the people that might see this film, we don't know what kind of storm is going to come through. Like, we go through storms every day, and you can find that they can actually be homeless tomorrow. I mean, it's nothing for lightning to hit a house next to you and burn you down. Homeless people out here, there's a lot of people out here that's very well educated, got skills, they're entrepreneurs, they really want to become productive. But if you run to people and they put you through a revolving door, and they send you here and they send you there, who's really helping? You have people that actually want help, but nobody's going to come from all over the world, from all over the United States, and they find themselves here, came from work and get a Greyhound ticket to get out of here. There's no organizations to help them. Yet the United Way give money and funding to organizations that they really think is helping. Another thing what they do, they go through, put you on pathway. But you'll find that a person would go on pathway at the HAC, and then they'll go to the co-op, and they're getting the same resources from each organization because somebody said we need Social Security numbers just to get the multitudes of people going. So they don't check the passway to find out this guy just got help, and here go another guy coming behind him can't get help because this person got help. Because the greed of the organization just wants Social Security numbers to keep on getting more income and more income that they don't do anything with. So I would convince everyone to actually go to these organizations, put some bomb clothes, and see what they do for you. Then you understand why these people are out here.
Well, this gentleman also told me about the Salvation Army that down here in Broward that I saw. All they do is they'll collect the clothes and everything and put their clothes into their store.
Well, what happens is a lot of these organizations is taking the clothes that people donate, their own personal clothes, and they're shipping them over to other countries because they can get it as a write-off to get federally funded. They say that when you go to them, they say, well, you got to go to the co-op, which is at 33rd Street in Broward, to get clothes, which give you clothes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But when you get up there, you can't get clothes. And keep in mind, the same clothes that you donate for free, you go to the Salvation Army, and they want $12 for a pair of pants. You know, they want $7, $8 for a shirt. They want $3 for a t-shirt. So how can a person out here that's trying to sign that maybe gets $6 every other day go and buy a change of clothes?
And what he said, he's happy when they come down here with shoes in a car to give out shoes. He was hoping this was shoes in the car for them giving out shoes. And other things, you kind people here are giving food, which they need to live. But they need human resources of shoes, clothes, toiletry, and everything else. And housing. I don't have the answer, but if this video goes on YouTube, which it will, it'll go on my site, Grandma Michele, and hopefully someone else will see it, respond to it, and we can filter in some good money and care to find, so this good person can get a job and a place to live. He has the qualities.
But not only that, not just filtering in the money, the clothes, and the resources, but filtering in programs that work.
Well, I talked to the commissioner, and the commissioner said they're trying to get the people off the street, and and they have homes to go. So I said, well, the people are on the street. What do you want me to do? I have to feed the people.
Right.
Because he was supposed to grant me some money, but then he said, call him. I'm putting it together so I could have the 501.
Right.
501k, so that's what he asked me. Cause he said they are trying to McDonald's right there. They filter one McDonald's, so they're not getting no business.
I mean, but what you gonna do with homeless people? Where do they go?
People lose their job. This is society.
That's right.
And so we gotta rehab them back into society. And we gotta have programs to put them back into society.
That's right. And then during the day when the shelters do put you out at 6 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, and you're talking about another 400 people that's added to the collection of people that's already camping here, sleeping on park benches. Where do they go? They go to the park, they get ran out. They go to the bus terminals, they get ran out.
Most of them is white people. They're not from Florida. They're from up north.
Okay. It doesn't matter your color. Trust me.
It doesn't matter what country you come from.
Doesn't matter your race.
That's right.
If you have no money and you have no bed, you need money.
Well, you know something, we have to look
substance.
and I have asked people like herself, I said, well, we're grateful that a compassionate spirit exists in her to cause her to do this. And I asked a lot of these people to actually come down and help him. I said, who's really doing this? We don't be trying to find out what church is giving her money, or if the city hall or the county is giving her money. It's the compassionate spirit in her. We know that Jesus is working through her.
Absolutely.
So we're grateful for that because you can see the spirit.
Absolutely.
The problem that people is having now, you got people that don't care about Jesus getting this money, and they will get $200,000 a year, but they'll bring you a bologna sandwich, that's all, a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and some water.
Right.
And that's all you see.
You don't get a good bit of
You don't get a balanced meal. So how is a homeless person is going to be able to think? He's not feeding his brain.
Right.
He's just feeding his stomach. Then he has to go, and then you got so many people out here sick. You can go on 7th Avenue and between 2nd and 3rd Street and ask for help through the clinic there, and they'll tell you got to wait till May the 15th as a new person to register just to get medical help. What do? You go to Brown General, it costs $180 to go back the next day on your next appointment just to go through an interview before you see a doctor. What do? Nobody's coming up with these answers. You know, I mean, it's a fact.
I know.
It's a human fact. I got documents to prove that myself.
I know.
You know, because I've been there 2 weeks. I went there on the 27th of last month and went back on the 28th, and still haven't seen a doctor. Because they said it costs $180 just to walk through the door.
I
You know,
understand
so
that.
people
Well,
don't understand the stress of what people
Thank
go
you,
through.
and let's see what we can do with this tape. God bless you all.